The Cats are sitting pretty in top spot, but will be keen to finish off the season in a positive manner. Can these Geelong boys keep the streak going and collect a 12th straight win, or will the Suns ruin the party? This is your round 22 match preview. Hey Cats fans, Ben Reeve here from The Hoop Show for another edition of said show. Let's get started. If you haven't joined us before, this is a channel all about Geelong Cats, unashamedly all about the Cats. We do mention the opposition once in a while, but it's a Geelong Cats YouTube channel, and that's just how it is. So if you don't like it, suck it up. Thank you for tuning in, though. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Look at Brad. He's very excited for you to hit the subscribe button there. That would be good if you could. But let's get on with the show. Now, I should point out, check out late tomorrow morning, I think Friday morning, we'll be dropping the latest episode of Behind the Play with Paul James. Now, we've got Swoop Luke coming on tomorrow. He's a YouTuber, the biggest Collingwood YouTuber out there. So we thought we'll get Swoop on because at the moment Cats and Collingwood are both sitting at 11 straight wins. So what a perfect opportunity. Hopefully we'll both keep it going through the end of the season into finals. That'd be great if we somehow met up in the grand final somehow. Wouldn't that be just crazy? One of us has got to lose then. It'd be like the St Kilda one in 2009, that home and away game where I think we were both 13 straight. We lost that one though, but that's okay. That's okay. And later in the week, on the weekend, probably after the Gold Coast game, because it's an earlier game, a twilight game. I'll try and do the match review video later in the evening. And no promises, but worst case scenario, that should be out a little bit earlier on a Sunday morning. Worst case scenario, but more likely I'll get that one out on Saturday night. All right, so let's have a bit of a look at the news of the week before we actually touch on the game. So coming up this week, it'll be Big Baby Guthrie's 50th game in the Hoops, 50th game in the AFL actually. So good on him. He's struggled. He's a couple of times there over the years. I thought he might have been gone, but thankfully the club have kept him on. Keep doing the list and giving him opportunities, and really he's taken on board this year, and he's added about 50 kilos of pure muscle in the off season, and he's ready to go, and you can just tell he's walking with a lot more confidence. He's grown about 2 inches as well, so he's massive at the moment. So good on you Zachary. Very pleased for you, and hopefully you'll have another good one and you'll continue that form on into the finals and for the rest of your career. It looks like you've locked down a spot at this club for the next few years, so just sign that contract. We need you to sign that contract too. So I'm not sure how far along that is, but your brother's not going anywhere, so you may as well stay. Anyway, that's great. Now, Tom Hawkins passed Nick Rewalt last weekend in the all-time goal kicks. He's moved up to 23rd spot now. He's likely to climb a few more spots on that list before the season's out. He'll probably be in the top 20, I should say, before the season's out. He doesn't need too many more, really. What is he going at? About 2.5 goals a game at the moment. So he should crack the top 20 before the year's out, and he already has committed to playing next year. So good on you, Tom. Keep pushing, keep getting those goals, and we got to get Jezza a Coleman though, don't we? Jezza's probably the best shot at that. So let's just feed Jezza. Get your goal assists up, Tom. We need a bit more of that on the weekend from you. Now, Sam DeConning, DK or SDK, depending on what school you went to, he's been named in the under 22 squad, so good on you, him. A bit dirty about Maxi Holmes not getting included, though. What's going on there? Don't worry, Maxi, you'll get there next year. You'll have plenty of opportunities. You're still young. I think he just turned 20 or something like that, maybe 19. I think he's just turned 20. So he's got plenty of time to make that squad. But yeah, Sam DeConning, don't worry about the under-22s. He'll be in the All-Australian team this year. He'll make both teams. That's fine. Now, Brodie Gunn. There's a lot of talk about Brodie Grundy possibly going to Melbourne. Geelong's the other major suitor there. I get a feeling that he's not going to stay at Collingwood. I don't think he'll end up being at Geelong, but it's nice to see that Geelong's being touted as a possible landing spot for him. We need a younger ruckman, I should say. Reece Stanley's probably earned the spot this year as the number one ruckman, and there's no reason why he should lose that. But Grundy's an All-Australian ruckman, and we'd love to have him at the club if he wants to come, if we can afford him. I think we can. Hopefully we'll be able to afford him if he's keen. Oscar Riccardi, the son of Peter Riccardi ran out on the weekend in the VFL, did okay, had about 12 touches and a goal, looked really good, and the boys had a nice 2-point win for him as well. So that was good to see another father-son get out there. I think he's a Falcons boy at the moment, so, and I think he's getting to that. I think he's 18, so he may or may not nominate for the draft this year. We'll see how we go. But it was good to have a bit of a look at him, and hopefully we'll get another look at him at VFL level this year at some stage. It'd be nice if we could. I don't know if he's going to get named in the team this week. We'll see on how he ended up in the side. We'll see how we go on that one. Looks like, well, speaking of VFL, Segler played VFL on the weekend. He had a head knock, so he's out. Won't be the medical sub this week. He's out with concussion protocols, so it's going to make it pretty hard for him to force his way back in unless we do get an injury to Stanley. Look, there's a chance we'll try the 2 ruckman thing in the last game of the year against West Coast. I still think the Blitzar's Stanley thing is the way to go anyway. It's still kind of a 2 ruckman setup. So, I think Segler's probably just there as backup this year, and he'll probably hang around another year next year, and we'll see what happens there. He's a premiership player, though, with Hawthorn, so if he can get a good run, it'd be nice to see what he brings to the table. Look, Dangerfield had his scans on that sore calf. He's come up good, though, with that. So whether they play him or not, I'm not sure. But good to see there's no major worries there with his scans on that side. Let's just keep him fresh before the finals if we can. It was interesting to see Guy Pearce, Hollywood actor Guy Pearce, attend training on the week. Guy, we want you on the show. Come on the show, Guy. I know you watch this show religiously. I'm sure you don't. But yes, please, we love you on the show. Paul wants to have a chat with you about your love of the Cats. No, seriously though, we love seeing you get around the club and get to the games and all that. And it's great, isn't it, supporting Geelong? No matter who you are, where you're from, we love all our Geelong supporters. But yeah, come on the show, mate. We'd love to have you. Happy birthday, Koladashny. I think he turned 27 through the week. Well done to him. He's getting old now. He's closer to 30 than he is to 20. And I can't forget Andrew Mackey, can I? A 38-year-old Andrew Mackey, one of the not assistant coaches, in the recruitment team. And I probably should say happy birthday to my father, Ted Reeve, as well, who has turned 75. So happy birthday, Dad, while we're doing birthday shout-outs this week. All right. And probably just one other thing before I get onto the game. Ben Cunnington, and the reason I mentioned him, North Melbourne player, he did play for the Geelong Falcons, so really nice, pleasing story, happy story there, feel-good story that he's coming back after a couple of bouts of testicular cancer. So it's good to see Ben back playing AFL again. Torched us a couple of years ago. He was getting a stack of it, him and... what's the other bloke? I can't remember his name now. Came down our way and just got a stack of it. He's a problem. It's a shame he's in a team that's really struggling. He'd be great to have at the Cats maybe 5 years ago if he wanted to come. But sounds like he's a loyal North man. So good on him. But welcome back anyway to the AFL. All right, let's get on with the game. Now the Cats have won the last 5 against the Gold Coast. Last time we played them was down at Kidinia Park, and we beat them by about 5-6 goals, by 34 points. That was back in 2021. We actually haven't played at Metricon since 2019, so it has been a little while there. Well, look, we have played there during the COVID era, but we haven't played Gold Coast Suns at Metricon. But look, we have, last time we did play them there, last couple of times, we've beaten them quite convincingly. So I think an average of 56 points over those 2 games. So, look, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if I do my maths right. Such a long time ago, though. But they're struggling. The finals are gone for them. There's not really a lot to play for other than pride. It's I wouldn't call it a danger game for us. It's one of those games where we might just be off a little bit because, we're thinking that they're probably not going to turn up, and we're thinking more about trying to play safe and not get injured. But yeah, anyway. Look, Joel Selwood was, funnily enough, our best player last time we played him last year. Joel Selwood, 39 touches. 10 clearances and 7 tackles. Old man Joel Selwood, what are you doing, Joel? That's crazy. Unbelievable. Can't believe he's doing that at that age. Insane. In terms of form, look, the Cats are clearly, I said, many times before, I'm going to keep saying it until we lose. 11 straight wins. Unbelievable. That's only happened 46 times in history. Collingwood's the other team at the moment that's going bonkers and got 11 straight. But yeah, 46 times in the history of the AFL competition that a team has won 11 straight. So as long as we keep this streak going, we'll be in some kind of straight crazy numbers. I have to get Swamp Thing onto that one. How many teams have won 12 straight and 13 straight and all that kind of stuff. 16 wins, 4 losses, sitting top spot on the ladder, as I said. Had a nice win against the Saints last week by 45 points. Could have easily been 60 points or plus if we had to push all the way to the end, but really no need to in the end. Top 2 looks pretty much locked in, especially will be if we get a win on the weekend against the Suns. That should be a formality, really, if we can get it done. And then it's just sit back and see what the rest of the teams do in the top 8 and figure out who we're playing in the qualifying final, I guess. We've got the number 1 offense, number 1 defense, or defense, depending on what country you're from. And we haven't done that since 2007. And we all remember what happened in 2007. Well, maybe if you're young, you might not. But yes, 2007 was the year of the cat. It was insane. So there's some scary numbers there, Cats fans. Well, not scary in a good way, good scary. On the other side of the coin, the Suns, they're struggling. As I said, they've just missed the finals. They've lost 5 out of the last 7. They've really tailed off and blown their shot at their first chance at a finals appearance. It's a bit of a shame, really. I wouldn't say they're my second favourite team. They're far from it, but I was hoping they'd have a little bit of success this year. They're due, and it's good for the AFL, I think, if a few teams get an opportunity. Yes, I'm a Geelong supporter and I want us to win every year and be in finals every year, but for everybody else, this is for everybody else, I want an even competition. Well, actually, another caveat, I don't want Hawthorn or Richmond there either. But everybody else, I'd love an even competition. That'd be great. God, I'm such an idiot. Suns 9 wins, 11 losses. They've kind of, as I said, they've just sort of blown it. Lost last week against Hawks. Could have had a win there, but season over. Lost to Hawks by 7 points last week. So they're a bit dirty on that, bit flat. What can you do? Can't make the finals. No good. In terms of selection, look, I think Selwood, Danger, Rowan and Blickarves will be available, and available with an asterisk. I'm guessing that Danger will probably get rested again. It's just a guess. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to take a really careful approach with him. I wouldn't be surprised, and Chris Scott almost confirmed it, that Isaac Smith is probably due for a rest this week, so may not get on the plane today to the Gold Coast. I wouldn't be surprised if Duncan and maybe even Zach Guthrie's big brother might get a rest as well. So we'll see. I think there'll be a few senior players over the next couple of weeks that get 1 week off at least. And maybe some of the other ones that have kind of got some injury niggles may even just sort of skip the next couple of weeks. It's a 3-week break though if you throw the bye in as well, so you lose a bit of continuity there if you miss too many games. So it's probably the biggest headache that Geelong's got at the moment. It's a good problem to have. What are you going to do? Now my wish list going into this weekend, I guess it's still on the injury thing. I would like them to manage and rest Selwood and Danger for another week at least. Maybe bring them back for the Gold Coast game. The West Coast game. Bring them back for that one, but I'd probably prefer that we just rest them another week. That's just me. Look, I think they'll manage Isaac Smith, as I said. Love to see a big game from Jezza this week. I'd love to see him just get a little bit closer, just have an opportunity at taking out that Coleman, or be within range in that last week of the season. 2 or 3 goals off it, that'd be nice, and then we can just feed him the ball all game in the West Coast game. Getting a bit arrogant. We've got to win the game first, but look, let's get Jezza. Let's get Jezza there. He's probably the closest. Tom's probably a little bit further away, and he's probably not so much. He's only a couple of goals off Jezza, really, and could be going for his 11th club goal kicking title. How many times has he done it? I think he's 10 times. It could be 11 times if he gets ahead of Jezza somehow. Wait and see on that one. The main thing is, look, I want us to focus on contested ball. I think that's probably one area the Saints were pretty good at, or have been pretty good at all year. So I think if we can beat them in that area or draw a level, I think we should go okay towards winning the whole game. And really, just the biggest wish of all, don't get injured. Please don't get injured right now. Please, please, please. I'm praying to all the footy gods out there. Do not let any major injuries occur. I guess we're going to get one a week here and a week there, but can we not have anyone get ruled out for the season at this point? That would be great. And Tom Hawkins, don't throw jumper punches. Don't do any of that silly stuff. Let's keep it nice and clean. Have a clean fight, boys, and let's just get through. Let's just get through unscathed until the September. That'll be good. Now, Pumpkin has predicted a massive 60-point win for the Cats. Pumpkin, if you don't know, is the official cat of the Hoop Show, and he has predicted a thumping, an away thumping of Cats winning by 60 points. He's very confident, Pumpkin. He's been strutting around. He's got that look in his eye this week. Every time I walk around the corner, he gives me a little nod saying, "Yeah, we're on." So I wouldn't be surprised, if the Cats got up and absolutely smashed the Suns this week. And it's not me being arrogant; it's Pumpkin. So don't come at me in the chat or in the comments. It's all Pumpkin this week. Anyway, that's the show for this week. Thank you again, and thank you for those people who have subscribed in the last few weeks. It's much appreciated. If you don't know how to do it, there's a little button that says subscribe. Hit that. That'll be great if you could, if you haven't done it already. And check in, as I said, Saturday night or Sunday morning. I'll have the match review video up of the Gold Coast game, and hopefully that'll be a fun review. And we'll be celebrating 12 wins in a row. Anyway, that's me done. I shall see you later. Enjoy your Thursday, and go Cats.